creating a level. What is a level? A level is all or a part of your game's world. Levels contain everything a player can see and interact with, like environments, usable objects, other characters, and so on. In video games, it's common to have multiple levels with transitions between them. For example, once you beat a final boss in a level, you move on to the next one through a door, and this can be a new level. So it doesn't mean that every level that you create will be the next level for a player, but every level is a part of your game. And level design is a big and very interesting topic. But what you need to understand now is that you might use different levels to transition between different kinds of environment. Levels are also called maps in Unreal Engine because level file is a UMap file. So level itself is like a container that holds everything else, like light, sound, actors, effects, and so on. For example, this is level, and in theory, this can be a level in a game, or this can be just a very simple game of just one level, and that's it. Or we can do some kind of trigger somewhere, and once the player is near this trigger, the next level will open. To create a new level, go to File, then New Level. You also see that you have this Open Level option here, and if you have, or when you will have a lot of levels, you can navigate through them using this Open Level option here. But for now, we just use the New Level. Okay, so we have several types. Let's take a look. First is open world. Of course, you know open world games like No Man's Sky, Red Dead Redemption, Skyrim. We have there a big world to explore. The open world is a level with sample content that can create a large, streamable open world. Then we have the empty open world, which is the same thing, but without the sample content. Then we have the basic. Basic is a level with a floor plan, lighting, atmosphere, and fog. That's all that it has, nothing else, but it's very basic level. And we have the empty level, okay? So for this course, let's select the basic level, create. Now you can see this window, and what it does, it asks you if you want to save the content. Because we did a few changes. Do you want to save it? Actually, we don't need to save it, so I will click Don't Save. All right, and here's your new level. You can look around using the mouse. You can hold Alt to move the camera, just like this, and your view, just how you want it. And you can zoom in and out. Let's take a look what we have here. So just click on this object to select them. So this is a directional light. This is sky atmosphere. This is skylight. And this is cloud. Wow, very good. So everything that is on your level, you can find here in this folder, okay? Right now, almost everything that we have is lighting folder. We click here, we can see that we have the lighting and the floor. Basically, that's it. If you click this eye here, you make the object invisible or visible again. Let's try to turn the lighting off. Whoop, all dark. You can also open this folder and click like this just to get the idea what each element does. Everything that you will add to your level, you can find here, okay? And then you have the details for the actor that you select. For example, this floor has static mesh component, or if we select the directional light, it has the directional light component. We will get deeper to these components and actors in the next levels, but for now I just want you to get used to the interface. Okay, next what we have here is basic settings for the actors. You remember that we did change the scale for the cubes in the sample level, and basically the transform settings are always here. Depending on the type of your actor, details can change. For example, you can see that light has its own light settings, and we can, for example, we can change light color. Let's try. Wow. Wow, looks epic. It looks epic. Okay, let's go back. Okay, actually, if you don't know what was the color before, you can just click here, reset, and every level has its own world settings. You can move to this tab and take a look at the world settings here. For now, we don't need it, but I just want you to know that you have your world settings here right next to the details. So I told you before that in your game, in your project, you need to program everything. At least we have the character that we can test everything with, but for now, if we go very close to the edge and fall, nothing will happen, nothing. It's just falling and falling and falling, and let's click escape, and we need to go back to the platform. To do it fast, so just click the cinematic viewport and then the default viewport again. And the last thing in this lesson is these buttons. I want to show you how you can move, rotate, and scale your objects. If you click here, you can move it like this. Like this. So you see we have 3 axes, and if you don't know what axis you are using now, you can take a look at this corner. We have X, which is red, Y, which is green, and Z, which is blue. Okay, now let's click here and rotate, so we can rotate. When we are rotating the light, everything is changing. It's like when the sun rotates, you see? It's like a sunset, right? It's a bright, bright day. That's the sun goes down, sun goes down, sun goes down, and now it is down. Let's select this again to move the object around. You can not only move along axis, you can actually drag the center of an actor and just move it around like this. Then we have this surface snapping, and what surface snapping is, it's a thing that makes actors align to the floor or another surface. And next to it, you can see these 3 things. It's grid snapping. We have the drag grid, rotation grid, and scale grid. And when the grid snapping is enabled, an actor will move, rotate, or scale in increments of a specific value. For example, now we have 10, and I can slightly move the object just like this. But what happens, really what happens, is here is grid, we don't see it, and I can move it only in 10 unit increments. If I put 100, then, and do like one slowly like this, you see I can't move it like this, but I can move it like this. So the step is now 100. You see it? 100, 100, 100. You also can see this grid right here. If we put 500, now we can move it only to next 500 like this. So basically 10 is fine for the most projects, and it is fine for this course, but I just want you to know that you can change it here, and you also can click here to disable this function. And we have the same thing for rotation and scale. And finally, the camera speed button in the upper right allows you to change your movement speed in the viewport. Anytime you feel like you need a break from this course and Unreal Engine 5, you just go File, save all or save current level, doesn't matter. So we save all for this one. If you want, you can create a folder, for example, levels. Okay, and now we're gonna save it and then close, open again. And now when you open it, you can see that you don't see your level, you see this first level. So what you need to do, you need to click File, Open Level, and select your level.